Hey guys, what the heck is going on? Sam here. So, coming at you today with a match that we did on DB earlier, me and my buddy Morgan. This is May 2002 format. Now, this is hands down like my favorite format of all time. And you could probably ask anybody on Team Brofire. Anybody would be like, "Yeah, dude, this format's like the best." Like, we all have like 2002 decks, and everybody like at our locals plays it. It's really funny. So this is like I said, the May 2002. This is the first established format ever in Yu-Gi-Oh for the TCG. So Yu-Gi-Oh came to North America, I want to say around 2001, maybe early 2002, give or take some time on either of those. But in May of 2002, they had established the first format where they bumped really, really strong cards like Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Change of Heart, Raigeki, stuff like that, down to one. Pot of Greed, down to one. Some cards went to two, like Card Destruction, Swords Revealing Light, stuff like that. And then everything else pretty much stayed at three, except for like the Exodia pieces. Really just kind of, it was finally fair because before then, like whenever it came for like that 4 or 5 month span at least, you could run like triple Pot of Greed, like triple Change of Heart, just like ridiculous. So anyways, so speaking of Pot of Greed, we have Pot of Greed right here. I have Trap Master, which is one of your only, boom, trap hole, there we go. It's one of your only spell and trap destruction in this format. You have that, and you have Dispel. And that's really it for destroying your opponent's spells and traps, to be honest with you. So I destroyed his Trap Master with Battle Ox, and I set Monster Reborn, bluffing with it, boom, and he hit it. So it's weird, but you set your spells in this format to kind of bait out your opponent's Trap Masters. But you got to watch out because they have like Dispel, and that's like a really common combo in this format because you have like Trap Master with Dispel. You see what they have. If it's a spell, you go ahead and pop it with your Dispel. If it's a trap, like Reinforcements, Wabaku, Trap Hole, whatever they're playing, Castle Wall, you just go ahead and destroy it. So, but yeah, this format is really, really fun. And if you guys ever get to the point where like you want to teach somebody really how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, this format's the best because it teaches hand advantage and card advantage and trying to one up your opponent more than any other format, even better than Go format. You can ask, Tyler. We play this format probably on a weekly basis because everything in this format is a 1-for-1. Like Fizzer's a 1-for-1, Reinforcements attacking over your opponents, Monster with like your Battle Ox with their Lodge-In, that's a 1-for-1 because you're using Reinforcements to kill Lodge-In. Manager Bugs 1-for-1, Trap Master is they kill your Trap Master, you kill the trap. Everything is just like Trap Hole, cards like Raigeki, Dark Hole, whatever, are how you really try to plus on your opponent. Whenever they overcommit, like right here, he could have used like a Dark Hole. But okay, so here's another really cool combo: Change of Heart, stare your opponent's monster, and then you get Summon Skull. So yeah, it's really good. It's even better whenever you like Change of Heart, your opponent's like Mana or Bug, then you flip it and destroy another one of their monsters, and then you tribute for your Summon Skull. It's crazy good. So it's weird thinking about there being combos in this format, but there are a lot of combos. Like just to name a few, like Trap Master and Dispel. Like I have those in my hand right there. I would say probably like Wall of Illusion and Card Destruction, like return their monster back up to their hand when it attacks Wall of Illusion, and then you just Card Destruction it. Card Destruction with Monster Reborn, like discard your Summon Skull, bring it back. And Monster Reborn is arguably like the second or third like best card in the game at this time because it can be trap hold. Obviously, Pot of Greed is the best because it's a no cost +1, hands down. So and that is game one, I believe, right there. No, okay, I got one more turn. Yeah, so I got this match. He's down to 22. I got the Raigeki. I don't want to get like destroyed by his Minion Bug face down. No, okay, Giant Soldier Stone. Okay, I wouldn't have been able to get over that. And then I do 22. Oh, and then I dispel his Monster Reborn. Right on. Cool. So yeah, game two. All right. So as you can see down here, it'll show you the side cards that we have down here. You have like Stop Defense, Dragon Capture Jar, Dispel, Ukazi, stuff like that. Ukazi's for like a gold at a time. That kind of stuff. Stop Defense if your opponent's playing like a crap load of Trap Masters, Mania Bugs. Dragon Capture Jar, obviously, if your opponent's playing the Lord of D/Blue Eyes build of this, which is actually really good. It's like one of the more common builds. Like back then, you have like your Yugi build, and then you have like your Kaiba build, and a lot of them have a lot of the same cards. Like everybody ran triple Mania Bug, triple Trap Hole, triple Lodge-In. There's different techs in this format. Like there's tons of them. Just to name a few, like Puppeteer, that's one. The Stern Mystic is a really cool tech in this format. Mystic Elf, which is probably my favorite tech in this format because it can't be trap hold and it's got 2,000 attack. Or I'm sorry, 2,000 defense. So you know, there's tons of ways to play in this format. It's so fun. So right here, yeah, speak of the devil. So and it can beat over your opponent's trap masters and man-eater bugs that were stayed flip face up. So yeah, it's really good. And then it can't be trap hold, which is like, and if your opponent's gonna waste like a Wabaku on it, Mystic Elf just makes everything kind of like awkward for your opponent. Like really like it. So we got Wabaku, which protects my Mystic Elf. There is some argument, and there probably will be some people being like, well, back in the day, Wabaku didn't used to you know, destroy your or keep your monster from being destroyed. It just said you take no battle damage. So it really kind of depends on like if you're playing the old card text or the new card text. So yeah, and that's actually like a real cool combo if you use a new card text with the old Wall of Illusion, like it can't be destroyed, and then your opponent's monster still gets, you know, returned back up to their hand. So Man-Eater Bug, I'm gonna use Man-Eater Bug's effect on his face down monster because yeah, Man-Eater Bug, because you really don't want your opponent's flip effects going off. Monsters being set in this format is really something to fear, to be honest with you, because it's like, you know, you can bluff so much, like you can sit, you know, have nothing, you know, and then you like top deck like a Battle Ox or something, and then you set it, and then your opponent's like, oh, Man-Eater Bug, crap. So there he goes, one up to me again with that Dark Hole, and then Trap Hole is lodged in, definitely. So when you're playing this format though, if anybody decides to build like a deck or whatever, you definitely want to you know, like try to save your trap holes for like further lodge-ins and stuff. Like sometimes let their Neo slip, or sometimes, you know, if you have like a Neo and a lodge-in in your hand, like, and you think they have a trap hole, summon the Neo first, and then, you know, do the trap lodge-in later, just so, you know, you can try to get those traps out of the way. But that's why, you know, Trap Master is such a good card in this format. Definitely like one of like the best flip effect monsters for a while, actually, going on even after this format. So what you guys have to remember is there is like this format is like 150, maybe between 150 200 cards to choose from. So it's not a very big card pool. So you have no Mirror Force, no Sangan, which is like Forest, no MST. As we're thinking of a format like without MST, but you know, no Magician of Faith even. So starter deck Yugi, starter deck Kaiba, and the Legend of Blue Eyes pack. So a lot of them are just like a bunch of vanilla monsters. So that's why the three with the highest attack that you can actually summon without, you know, in tributes are Lajin, Neo, and Bablogs. So, and then after that, I'm pretty sure it's like, you know, the other ones are like Winged Dragon, Rogue Doll, the Stern Mystic, stuff like that. You know, they're not very big, like 15, 16. So, but okay, Wabaku. This is where it gets really interesting right here. So, I go and set the Mystic Elf, and then I go ahead and set all my cards, and I'm just kind of, you know, praying for something, praying for the Yu-Gi-Oh gods to give me like a card I need. It's a Harley card. So, Mystic Elf right there, big defense, 300. And 300 is nothing to like be like, oh, 300 life points. Yeah, he didn't take a whole lot, but this game gets down to the grind game, like a lot, to the point where people like they may new Kazi sometimes, because it's just such a good card. But anyway, so yeah, Fissure, get Fissure on his Neo. I'm like getting into this match. I'm trying to commentate it. I'm like, I hope I win because I can't remember which match this is. I can't remember if he won or I won. This was like game 1 and game 2. Okay, no, so yeah, I think Morgan got this one. So this was game 1, or no, we played game 1. This was game 2, and then game 3 I might like upload tomorrow or something. So let me know if you guys want to see game 3 for sure. I'll do that. But yeah, he summons Battle Ox, and I'm just like, man, Wabaku, you know, and I'm just like, please give me something. You know, and then I top deck Reinforcements, which would have top decked like a, you know, anything really, like a Raigeki or something. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get to the deck profile for you guys. Alright guys, so to start off this deck profile, we have triple Lajin, Mystical Genie of the Lamp, triple Battle Ox, and triple Neo. So there are 9 beaters. Most people will play 9 beaters. Every once in a while, somebody, including myself too, will like trade out one of these with an extra giant soldier of stone or another trap master, another tech card like Hain stop defense, whatever. But for the most part, most people usually would play 9, but they may take out like one battle ox or one Neo. So 3 man-eater bug, hands down the best flip effect monster in the game at this time. Mystic Elf, which is in my opinion the best tech of the format because it can't be trap hold. It's got 2,000 defense. Nothing can really get over it except for Summon Skull or like a Lajin or something with reinforcements attached to it. Double Trap Master. Definitely wouldn't play this at 1, but you can play 3 too. 3 also, like it's really good to just bait out your opponent's trap holes. And if you're bumping this up to 3, I would definitely recommend bumping D-Spell up to 2 because you're able to see what your opponent has more. So you might as well just run an extra D-Spell to add up their Monster Reborns and Change of Hearts and stuff that they set. So Giant Soldier of Stone, very awkward card, kind of like Mystic Elf. Your opponent's like, do I want to use a Wabaku on, just taking 800 or 1,300 life points? This can be trap hole, but your opponent's also like, do I want to trap hole a Giant Soldier of Stone? Like, do I really want to do that? So Raigeki, Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn, Change of Heart, and Dark Hole, they are the big 5. They're all limited to 1. And most of these are limited now in the TCGs, you can see. Card Destruction, run 1. You can run 2. I like 1, but it's your only draw power outside of Pot of Greed, but it can get cloggy at 2. I know Tyler runs 2 because you can always pitch a Card Destruction for Card Destruction. Really just player preference on that. So Fissure, 3 of them. If you're not running 3 in this format, I don't know what you're doing. Double Swords Revealing the Light, not only for just like stalling out your opponent, but just like stop defense. If you open this card going second, if your opponent has like a set Mystic Elf or even just Trap Master Man-Eater Bug, you can not only can you see what it is, but you make them burn their effect, which is really good. Then you turn that dude to attack, and then you just run him over with like a Lajin. It's really good. So 1 Dispel, you can play this at 2 if you'd like. Definitely I would run 1 to out your opponents. Swords Revealing Light if you're like really ahead and you don't want them to catch up and you feel like you have game pretty soon. Or Trap Master, say you have them set and you're like, oh, that's not a trap hole, but it is a Monster Reborn, so I have a D-Spell in my hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that dude. So 1 Stop Defense, that's one of my personal favorite techs. It's probably been one of my favorite cards for a long time, ever since I was little bitty. So Wabaku, triple that, triple trap hole, triple reinforcements. You run 2 reinforcements if you want. I like 3, so yeah. And then 1 Summon Skull, your beatdown monster. So any more than 1 is really cloggy unless you're playing the Summon Skull Soul Exchange build, and that's pretty cool too. So double Stop Defense in your side deck for decks that play triple Man-Eater Bug and triple Trap Master. You go through your decks, almost your whole entire decks. At least like half of them or 3/4 of them in every single duel. So you can see like a big portion of like what your opponent's playing. So siding is really important actually in this format. Dragon Capture Jar, if your opponent's playing stuff like Blue Eyes, whatever, Dispel, Castle Wall, and House of Adhesive Trap can be kind of situational. But if your opponent's playing cards that Adhesive Trap can out, then you're technically running like 6 trap holes. So it really just kind of depends. Ukazi, if your opponent you see it burn. So, or if you're just going into time or whatever, if anybody's hosting like a 2002 tournament and they are going into time. So some honorable mentions for this format. Star Mystic is really good. So me and my buddy Tyler, you guys know him as Yugi No. We play 2002 format like religiously. It's crazy. So we've probably went through the card pool in this format is probably like 150 to 200 cards, and we've probably teched out every single card that wasn't like a vanilla, that wasn't under like 1600 attack or something. So there's builds with this with like triple D-Spell, which is kind of really cool because you get to see all your opponent's cards all the time, and you don't hardly play any of your back row. You don't set any of it, so you just don't really want your opponent to see what you're doing. Wall of Illusion is such a cool card. I'm back and forth between putting that in or not. Yami, which is a field spell, increase all fiends and spellcasters by 200, and especially if you're not running any fairies because it decreases them. So this will increase like Summon Skull, Stern Mystic, that's another card you run in that build, Neo Magic Swordsman, Sagan, that'll go along with like Battle Locks and stuff like that. Book of Secret Arts, you can attach this to Neo Magic Swordsman, you can attach this to Mystic Elf if you ever need to, just to go for a name or something. But it's like a continuous reinforcements, because like you can attach it to the Stern Mystic, for instance, and then be able just to keep running over your opponents. Battle Oxes and Neos and that kind of stuff. And if they can't answer it with like a Fissure or a Lajin or a Dark Hole or something, then it's really kind of hard to get over it. So, Mysterious Puppeteer, each time your opponent normal or flip summon, you increase your life points by 500. Fun fact about this card, before the starter deck Yugi and starter deck Kaiba came out, this card, most people are playing by 2,000 life points, 4,000, 6,000, whatever. It wasn't until starter deck Kaiba, starter deck Yugi, when people started playing with 8,000 life points. But this was like a very, very prominent card in that format, because like it was the final flame, you know, like because if your opponent was down to like 600 or less, boom, you could just make them eat that damage. So Hane, it's a weaker Penguin Soldier, but we didn't have Penguin Soldier at this time. So this is really, you can combo this with like card destruction, return your opponents like Lord of D, Summon Skull, Lajin, whatever to their hand, and then just make them discard it. This is really cool. So Exodia, obviously, there's builds of Exodia where you can run like triple Maneater Bug, triple Mystical Elf, triple Giant Soldier Stone, and just like Swords Revealing Light. Just stall out and just make your opponent just be like, oh, man, I can't get past any of this stuff, and you just draw Exodia and win. So you can't really search for any of the pieces in this format. Sangan wasn't out, which the Black Forest wasn't out yet either. So Lord of D along with Blue Eyes, that build is super fun. My friend Blake actually runs that. He's part of Team Bro Fire, and it's really good. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys liked this duel and this deck profile and all that stuff. If you guys are interested in playing 2002 format, I would recommend doing it. It's really fun. Really teaches you card advantage, and yeah. So till next time, we'll see you guys later.